Just to make another counterpoint, when you look at the diversity of story amongst white writers and showrunners, there's not a great deal of diversity in white opinion that's being shown. One of my favorite filmmakers, John Sayles, did films like Mattawan, like all kinds of films, was always on the margins. And there are a whole whack of leftist, or I don't know what you would call them, not necessarily leftist, but cinema verite, whatever you want to call them, artists that were not performing to a mainstream comforting narrative, right, or titillating narrative, who were sidelined. And you'll see filmmakers like that throughout the history of cinema.
That's why, like, when white TV creators discovered Netflix, they felt like, oh my God, this is where I can finally have my voice. Because broadcast television, I mean, whether you're white, black, Asian, South Asian, First Nations, or whatever, broadcast television always just bleaches everything, goes to the lowest common denominator. Whereas a show like Lovecraft Country, such a good show. Oh,
haven't seen it yet. Got to start watching it.
No, I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to say anything else.
Do you remember that John Sayles' first film? Sorry, now it just reminded me of something. It was about the alien brother, the Three Toes. What was the name of that film?
Yeah.
Alien Nation?
No. It was a film, John Sayles, one of his first films.
A black
Three
guy
Toes.
comes in.
Yeah, and he's being hunted by these slave hunter aliens, and it all takes place within a black community.
Love that movie.
This is where
keep going. I
the
know the one you're
thing that
thinking
gets me, what hit me just now was the argument about white writers writing outside of their community. That film so engaged black folk, so spoke to the black community.
The Brother from Another Planet.
Brother from Another
Thank
Planet.
you.
Yes.
I mean, that film, I think, influenced more black directors right, than anything else that came out of that period.
And it's interesting because this is what we keep talking about. It's like, it's ownership, and it's like, I just don't understand from a writing standpoint when it became about your demographics.
Right.
Oh,
the only thing
involved, when money became involved.
Yeah.
If you're selling commercials.
The only issue I have around storytelling is who's making the damn money, right? Like, if I have no problem if you want to give me the money in writing what I would consider the greatest story on Irish immigrants in the 1800s to, Mesopotamia, wherever, right? If you pay, and I have no problem with anyone writing about the black community, right? What I have a problem with is if I cannot tell my own community story and make some money at it.
Republican women fascinate me because it's like Fox News and all these right-wing media outlets will find white women who hate women and promote them. Yeah. And so this is my point, right, is that just because you have the face of something doesn't mean that your heart is in the right place, right? So the demographics, to me, are not as important as the distinct human beings who are behind the scenes creating the content, right?